Okay, I better capture this before it's all said and done. But I'm making homemade butter, and some of the things that to let you know that what I experienced that doesn't work, and shout out to my auntie because she kind of coached me on how to make my homemade butter. I use the heavy whipping cream. There it is, the heavy whipping cream and salt. And I also added garlic powder and parsley, dried parsley, and a dash of the complete things that I didn't know that I needed. You mandatorily need this type of blender, because if you're using your regular blenders, they don't work. They don't work. You need the ones with the prongs onto it because you won't be able to mix it. But and you keep mixing it, and the more you mix it, it gets firm. And then as it gets firm, because I had took it out, but mine wasn't quite yellow. My auntie kept saying, "Is it yellow?" I'm like, well, no, not really. It's not yellow, but it's like I'm seeing more of the yellow tint to it now because I put it back in the bowl. But let me finish blending and mold it, and I'll show you. Okay, I should have left well enough alone the first time, but I was trying to see if it would get more yellow. But the first time it was a lot more firmer than what it is now. But what I did was this is what I did the first time. I strained I had made me 2 separate balls, and I strained this milk, the buttermilk. There's my buttermilk that came from these. After I had blended it and until it got to where I could mold it and shape it in my hand, and then put it on the strainer and pressed lightly to squeeze out the milk from it. And then you put it up under the water, cold water, to rinse it up under cold water. And but again, it was a lot more firmer the first time I did it. I may have messed it up. I'm not sure. But it tastes like butter, and it tastes very good butter. But what I'm going to do is put some in ice trays and put it in my freezer so it could get hard, and I'll use it as I need it that way. But yeah, homemade butter. It turned out very good. It's flavored very good. I like my seasoning I have on it. But the main thing I learned was use this kind of mixer, not those kind, because they don't get the center of it. And I found that out after about 20-30 minutes of blending those. But once I pulled out the double prongs type of blender, that's when it turned into a thickness where I could mold it in my hand. And then once I shaped it, I put it in the strainer and was pressing it lightly to be able to squeeze out the liquid from the butter, and then just rinse it off under cold water as it was still a ball in my hand. I just turned on the cold water and rinsed it. But I should have, like I said, I should have left well enough alone, because the first time it was a lot more firmer than me putting it back under the blender thinking it would get yellow. So even if it ain't yellow, you're looking for the firmness, not the color. This is an old ice tray that leaked, and that arrow is showing where the leak was at. So it leaked in this one, and I'm glad I didn't dispose of it. So it's been down in my cabinet for the longest, but now I get to use this. And I may dump the cubes and put them inside of a plastic bag, sandwich bag or something, when they freeze up. But yeah, here's my homemade butter, and it's good. I like that. It is consistent. It's thick and very flavorful. Yay!